Bonsoir à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Ça a passé une bonne semaine. Pour ma part, ça va. C'était une semaine un peu classique, comme d'hab. Rien de bien intéressant. Sinon, eh ben, on y va. Bienvenue sur ce live sur The Witcher 2. Eh ben, je vais lancer le jeu déjà. Comme d'hab, les intros sont toujours très, très énergiques, très, on est vraiment à fond. Là. Attends. Merde, c'est un peu la caméra par contre. Qu'est-ce que je disais? Oui, donc, oula. Witcher 2. On était où? Ah, est-ce qu'il y a un problème de son? Ok. Comme d'hab. Alors, juste un petit rappel de où on était hier, avant de commencer. Donc, on avait fini l'acte 1. On avait choisi, on avait le choix entre deux voies. La voie des Scoia'tael et la voie de Vernon-Roche. C'est bon. Et dans le cas de la voie de Vernon-Roche, ça nous a amené donc au royaume de Kaedwen pour avoir une audience avec le roi. Parce que on est à la recherche de Leto. Ah, j'avais oublié son nom. Parce que il a enlevé, enfin il a kidnappé Triss en la forçant à se téléporter à Edian qui est donc je sais pas ce que c'est encore. Mais voilà, c'est une ville apparemment. Je sais pas encore où c'est. Et donc là on est arrivé à Kaedwen parce que pourquoi? Je sais plus exactement pourquoi. Mais voilà, on est arrivé à Kaedwen. Et donc là, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire à Kaedwen? Voilà, donc on est arrivé. Alors oui, on est arrivé. Ils ont dit Garde-Roche traverse les 3 de barrière, c'est pas vraiment. Ça répond bien. Après bien entendu, le graphe finit par le camp de l'armée acadienne, hérité par son aventure de la brume. Ancêtre. Avoue que tes mariés indiens étaient en proie au chaos inhérent à toute terrain, celle qui s'est de Kaedwen marchait. C'est pas le monde des vivants de ce d'esprit, entrer dans le royaume de l'ombre. La dernière faisait rage entre les soldats. Le roi de Kaedwen n'était pas stupide, et bien qu'il ait certains victoires, il a décidé d'écouter ça. Kaedwen n'était pas entièrement sa défense. Ah, c'est toi le du plus fort, mais Kaedwen n'était pas entièrement sa défense parce qu'elle a tué le dragon. L'arrivée de l'Opésienne bloquait la route de l'armée d'Anselt. Sinistre fils de Demaven se tenait auprès d'elle. Le roi de Kaedwen n'était pas stupide. Ah, mais il y a des trucs que j'avais pas compris ici. Bon, attendez, on va juste passer comme ça. Voilà. Il y avait des trucs que j'avais pas compris du coup. Bon, peu importe. Alors, donc là, attendez, on est où là? Exactement. Donc là on est au camp militaire. Mais a priori là on est où? On est à Kaedwen. Là on est à Kaedwen. Même si on dirait pas parce que j'arrive pas à lire ce qui est marqué. Mais du coup là je suppose que oui on est à... Oh c'est quoi cette map horrible là? Sérieux? Bon après où c'est exactement je sais pas trop. Bon peu importe. Voilà et donc là en fait... Là en fait Zivik là il nous fait un peu le tour du camp militaire avant d'aller voir le roi. En gros c'est ça. Et
What do you want?
et du coup bon, on va aller
They say blacksmiths are strong. I say
on va aller
they're
faire
fat
on va
pussies.
aller fouiller un peu le camp militaire. Hein.
And I say I can show you just how strong we are.
Careful you don't snap something.
Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Let's do.
Allons-y. Donc là on va faire un peu le tour du camp et on va voir ce qu'il y a avant. Et après on ira voir le roi.
My hand, damn you!
Might want to put a cold compress on that.
Bah t'es Adam Pangrat pour pas trop.
Let's go!
Let's go, ouais, let's go. Ouais.
Let's go!
Ouais. Bon, il va me faire visiter la.
We don't have all day!
C'est bon, on y va, allez. Ah, bah attends, il y a des contrats là. Ah, contrat sur les putréfacteurs. Un grand tournant en arène, c'est parents ou étrangers, hommes ou femmes, si la vue de votre propre sang sur la sable ne vous effraie pas, je vous attends près de l'arène. Ok. La récompense pour tout renseignement, c'est détenteur des pièces carrées. Ok. Ne cachez pas votre caboche sous un capuchon. Là, celui qui aura les deux aussi proche de la coupe. Là, je coupe coiffure, vous allez me trouver parmi continuer. Okay.
If you ever get bored, you should find a monster contract or two on the notice board.
Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh.
What? Surprised to see a dwarf on human leash? Got a well thought out slur ready and waiting. Go on, surprise me.
You're a little tense.
Tense. That's a good one. I, odd-looking human, am a prime mercenary, a sapper. I'm not tense by definition.
A sapper?
Not that kind of sapper. I build field fortifications and war machines. I can fucking throw a boat bridge across a river in half a day. Digging ditches is relaxing, that's what I meant.
Got any spare parts from those war machines? The decommissioned ones, of course. I need some to make monster traps.
Sure. Why wouldn't I? If I do.
Vas-y, joue au dé. Je suis pas fan de cette version là des jeux de dés. Hein. Je préfère la version de Witcher 1. Parce que tu vois pas vraiment ce que t'as en fait. Genre. Ouais, et même l'animation là de. Des dés là. Par le. Je trouve elle est super lente. Bref, j'ai deux paires. Même là, là, il faut choisir le dé que tu veux et après le lancer. Il a quoi lui? Il a une paire, c'est tout. Tiens là, je vois pas ce que j'ai là. Bah voilà, je vois maintenant, mais bon. Vous avez perdu, bah oui, bon, laisse tomber. Franchement, flemme de le refaire. Marchandon. Il a un truc intéressant. Formule. Moi, est-ce que j'achèterai pas toutes les formules? J'avoue que j'ai largement l'argent pour acheter toutes les formules. Allez, comme ça, j'ai tout. Fabriquer un objet. Ah, du coup j'ai plein de trucs un peu nuls là. Qu'est-ce que je peux fabriquer? Un lasso podant de Riag. Ouais, j'avoue, ouais. Vas-y. Pourquoi pas? Carnassier. Dague bien équilibré, déflagration. Piège des gorges d'esprit, ouais. Ça je peux pas fabriquer ça. Épée de sorceleur en argent. Ouais, c'est pas ouf ça. Épée de sorceleur super en argent. Mais j'ai déjà pris ça. J'en ai déjà une.
Let's go!
Bon bah casse-toi là. Vas-y. À mon avis c'est pas une arme de ouf hein, de base. Je pense pas que ce soit une très bonne idée de faire tout ça mais...
Hello, what is it?
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut? Un bras de fer?
I heard you.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told. But I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
2000 si tu veux. Non, je peux pas. J'aime pas 2000.
Let's do
400.
this.
We don't have all day.
Laisse-moi faire un bras de fer là.
Let's go.
C'est plus important que ton royaume là.
We don't have all day.
Oh ça va, j'arrive. Ah c'est bon. Tu
Let's
disais?
go.
You're tough.
Ah bon.
Hello. Something's brewing.
Looking for something?
Un bras de
I
fer.
heard some tough men serve in your company.
You heard right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle.
Allez.
Let's do this.
We don't have all day.
L'autre est en train de me dire de venir.
Let's go. We don't have all day. Let's go.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
J'ai des adversaires
We
pour un bras
don't
de fer.
have all day.
Battez Adam Pagrant. C'est qui Adam Pagrant? Ah non, c'est celui que je viens de combattre. Enfin, c'est celui que je viens de...
Hello.
Mais non, pas du tout. C'est qui Adam Pagrant? Adam Pagrant était le meilleur homme du camp des Nenselt. Une fois passé les affrontements contre les adversaires mineurs, Garrett décida de s'attaquer aux géants et il a trouvé le mercenaire. Bah, justement, il est où? C'est lui là?
We don't have all day.
What?
Je peux lui parler.
Let's go.
Take care of everything. Damn it! This is a brothel, not a middle. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Bon écoute, on va fouiller. Hein.
Yeah?
You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
You sure you're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah?
I ask because assistants are usually pretty glib.
I'm glib.
No, you're not.
My gal left me.
How do you know?
She wrote me a letter. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. She can't write. Bastards. Beavers, not friends. I'll show them as soon as I get home. Snot-nosed scribes, counting barley all day. They get bored, look for diversions. I'll give them diversion. Many thanks. At first I thought, go away, Emo. But now I see you're a good fellow.
So will you help me?
I should think so. So?
D'accord, si tu le dis. Bon, épée kaedwenienne. Oh, c'est pas mal, c'est pas mal, c'est pas mal. C'est pas mal, elle se débrouille bien. Super, par contre ça coûte cher. Hein. Dague bien équilibré, super en argent. Armure mélacée. Oh, attends, veste en cuir kaedwenienne. Oh, c'est ouf ça. Elle est trop bien cette armure. Ah, je vais la prendre. Vas-y. Hein. Ouais, je viens d'améliorer l'autre, donc c'est un peu con, mais. Voilà. Pantalon lourd en cuir, ça j'aime bien. Après l'amélioration. Vitalité plus 10, amélioration maille, vitalité plus 10, donc plus 1%. Ah mais du coup j'ai que ça. Ah, elle a pas je peux pas l'améliorer. Ouais mais bon quand même. Enfin après ouais c'est vrai je peux pas l'améliorer. Je peux pas l'améliorer c'est vrai. J'ai pas vu. Il y a armure plus stress quand même, c'est pas mal. Ouais bah je peux pas faire l'amélioration d'armure là. En vrai... Pas sûr c'est vraiment une bonne idée. Je préfère encore améliorer celle-là en fait. Genre ça, voilà. J'ai armure plus 6. Par contre du coup ouais je suis trop chargé là. Bah je vais le revendre hein. Ça fait chier hein. Ah mais attends les bottes militaires c'est nouveau ça. Ah ouais ouais. Quand les lois en cuir, non on s'en fout. Donc bah je vais revendre tout ça hein. Je vais vendre tout ça. L'épée courte pareil je vais la revendre.
So?
Marchand d'eau. L'épée courte on vend. Tout ça on vend. Et on va essayer de la camelote. On vend. Armure d'Arakas. Ah, Gladiator Alchimique. Ok. Le trophée d'Andriag, j'avoue. Ça autant vendre, je pense. J'en vois un. Attends, mais... Ah, mais j'en ai deux! Ah! Faut vendre la deuxième alors. Ah, ça fait du pour moi. Bon, bah, du coup, plus rien. Est-ce que tu peux me fabriquer un truc? Oh, remarque l'autre il est. Ouais, non, ça sert à rien, ouais. Étant solaire en argent. 17, j'ai quoi là? Non, c'est mieux le mien. Ah non, en argent. Ah ouais, non, bah non, c'est quand même mieux le mien. Ok, on se casse.
Look, peep! Say something, or did you just fart?
We'll talk later, Geralt.
Ok.
Dice.
Aye, dice.
Who else plays around here?
There's Civic, Madame Carol, and Lesota. But they're masters. They'll only play you if you beat us.
Ah non.
That'd be
Mais non, mais non, mais non. J'aurais pas joué au dé, hein. J'ai perdu là, super.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Leader. Bon. Eh ben... On va aller voir là-dedans.
Hello. Do not disturb.
I am Myron, Master Apothecary in King Hensel's service.
Geralt.
Geralt. Provenance and profession known only to him, so be it. How can I help you?
I want to stock up on herbs and medicine.
Got a prescription?
A prescription?
I jest. We have supply shortages, so I can only sell you certain medicaments.
Marchandon. C'est rien. Allez, à la limite, je peux acheter des huiles. Enfin, des formules, je veux dire. C'est trop utile ça. Non, mais les formules. Oh, mais merde, mais il y en a plein! Je suis pas fait exprès. Ah, mais non, mais attends, mais il y en a plein en fait. Écoute, on va acheter le plus possible. De toute façon, les formules, c'est le plus intéressant. C'est après, c'est après avec les formules, je peux fabriquer plein de trucs. Voilà. Ça fera l'affaire. Bon, je suis pauvre maintenant.
Greetings.
I am your humble servant.
Trouble.
Seems we'll be slaughtering squirrels again. Surprised! They have a hand in every rebellion, every evil cause.
We don't have all day.
I'm not
Bon, c'est bon, tu m'as bien entendu là?
What's wrong with those?
Let's go.
How'd you do? What do you want?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet, but he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel, aiming at their arteries no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
Oh, tout de suite.
No talking to the prisoner. No talking to the prisoner. No talking to...
Let's go.
What do you...
Ah, c'est bon là.
Here's where the king organizes tournaments. All glamour, ceremony, noses and cocks in the air.
Ah, c'est là.
Between those, we kill time thrashing about with swords, pikes, chairs, the works. Good stuff, no holds barred.
Piss off out of here. You're talking to an elder. So show a little respect, you prick licker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Oula, oula, oula.
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
Une petite seconde. On va rajouter mon micro. Voilà, parce que j'avais vu que ça s'était enlevé. Alors, les prétendants des soldats.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
What else?
I want to ask something else.
Ask away.
Mais du coup, j'ai pas
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the Spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the Spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
Doesn't sound like you have enough coin, and I just don't do charity work. I'll deal.
Vas-y, d'accord.
All right.
Sinon, s'il donne rien, autant donner un petit peu quoi.
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village.
Personne. Oh, il est où l'autre? Il m'adore toujours.
They pay well too if you know who to talk to and who to bet on. Excuse me a moment, Witcher. How did the fight go?
You've a nose for this, Civic. You won again.
My gold?
You gonna bet on more fights today?
Of course. I'll come by later. See him, Witcher. Loosen his bonds a bit and he's liable to jump at your throat like a rabid mutt.
One of your Skoyatel. How did you capture him?
Scouts found him wounded in the ravines. Someone massacred a small unit. The boy said it was a bloodbath, as if the Reaper just swung his scythe right through them. Whoever attacked them was very strong.
Any idea who it might have been?
No. But if they managed to ambush elves in the wild, I'd rather not meet them.
Right, Civic. Let's go see the king.
C'est parti. Allons finalement voir le roi.
Greetings.
Whoa! Didn't have anyone like you in our village.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Like you in our village.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Civic.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A Witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight the wraiths.
You think?
I'm certain.
I am your humble servant.
Attends, on ira juste après. Oh! De l'argent. Examiner. Faire de la vallée du Pontard. Ici.
Freak.
T'as dit quoi toi? T'as dit quoi toi?
Aye.
Henselt awaits you. We shall speak later.
Ouais.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
I find it hard to wean myself off life.
As do we all. However, in all my career as an ambassador of His Imperial Majesty, I have never met anyone quite as talented at surviving as you. I took the liberty of checking some rumors about you. I'll say it again. Impressive. Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kaedwen King.
Ça ne peut peut-être pas révéler quelques bribes de ses secrets. Racontez-moi tout.
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
Yes.
I can reveal one thing. The Emperor was very moved to hear the White Wolf had returned. He asked me to investigate the matter personally and submit a report.
Why do I interest him?
He didn't say. His Imperial Majesty keeps his motivations to himself.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Marigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Witchers and sorceresses don't generally share that kind of information.
I understand it's a delicate matter. All right then. Allow me to ask about something else. I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Marigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
I'm not sure why the acquaintances of a sorceress would interest a Nilfgaardian ambassador.
Many things interest me. Art, for example. A very interesting statuette was delivered to me today. A peculiar piece. Elusive, sensuous. It forces one to think. Even a monster slayer might not be indifferent to the beauty entrapped within.
Maybe, but I'm afraid I don't have time to admire art.
Do you have any other queries? I have some matters to which I must attend.
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Alors, je reviens tout de suite. Heureux. Ok, bon, je suis allé ouvrir les fenêtres, la fenêtre d'en bas et la fenêtre du bas du salon et de ma chambre, parce que j'avais oublié de les ouvrir. Donc, Sheila.
Greetings, Geralt.
Salut. Dots.
I'd assumed that after killing the Kaedwen, the Pontar Valley would hold no further interest for you.
You know nothing about me, Witcher. I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list. We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kaedweni court. Nothing could be more absurd.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
D'accord. Ici.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Le roi.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
La vérité pour prouver mon innocence. La justice.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest?
Non, c'est faux. Non, c'est la tranquillité que je vais choisir. En vrai. Oh merde. Bon bah tant pis.
Do you know who did?
Je vais pas tout refaire.
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kaedweni saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tanseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
Ah. Comment Sabrina s'est-elle prise? Qu'avez-vous contre Sabrina?
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Van de Grift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening when Sabrina Glevesig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kaedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevesig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
Ça marche. Bon. Je level up? Merde. Débrouille niveau 3 du signe de Kaedwen. Il divise 50% des dégâts. En vrai, le signe de Kaedwen a l'air vraiment fort. Hein. Je pense que je vais le faire. 3 talents! Oh! Je suis niveau 15. Depuis quand? Depuis quand je suis niveau 15? Attends, mais... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. J'ai pris 3 niveaux là? 12, 13, 14... Non, 12, 13... Non, attends, c'est bizarre. C'est pas niveau 1 là. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bizarre ça. Bref. Ok, bah dans ce cas-là, attends. Dans ce cas-là, oui, on va faire le... Oui, ça, le Kaedwen. Et... Art de l'épée. De tuer instantanément lors d'un contre-coup. Zone de dégâts subis dans le dos, 200%. Les dégâts requis pour bloquer les coups reçus. Regarde des dégâts en combat, plus 10%, ça c'est bien ça en vrai. Il me faut ça au max parce que sinon ça va être chiant après. Ouais. Les trucs qui m'augmentent qui m'augmentent la régène de la vitalité, c'est bien. Les dégâts. Vas-y. Ouais, encore. Hein. Voilà.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Ah, oui. Pas d'être mal. Vas-y. Oh.
Spoiled my day. Bloody hell.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
I'm not looking for new friends, Deathmold. Let's get to work.
I see. As you seem to be the hero, how might I help you, White Wolf?
Vous avez vu, cet aspect n'est pas agressif. Vous avez déjà levé des malédictions.
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banord.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Margarita Loantil, masters of magic on curses selected writings.
J'ai pas le temps de dire ça.
Quite a tome.
C'est révolu.
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs? Is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them. Apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy. The minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse.
However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
You're gonna help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Naziah.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone. We need to talk.
What? No, hello, good morning. Pack her up and kiss my ass? Nothing.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe. You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth. See you.
Eh ben, bon. Alors.
Spoiled my day. Bloody hell.
Inspiration contre Henselt au soldat.
Stick your courtesies up your ass.
A sorceress like you must know bundles about paranormal phenomena.
Any mage's knowledge has little to do with superstitions.
The Wild Hunt's no superstition.
Indeed, the phenomenon exists.
I want to know everything about it, including what you know.
You're out of luck. I've never concerned myself with it. I'm also not interested in whirlwinds or hailstorms.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
La conspiration contre Henselt aux soldats.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs.
It won't just disappear.
Need some help, Monster
pas
Slayer?
I want to talk, Dog of War.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain. Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmold's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
How fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry. Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's Blue Banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
Does Hensel pay?
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits, to be divvied up between those who survive.
So the more of you die, the greater the take per head.
Yes.
C'est limite ça. Hein?
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us on the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Cohorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Must be fatiguing, fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently, something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Il change de série tellement.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Bart Bargy. I remember him. Strong for a peasant.
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with an Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Want to wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders. You've defeated them all, so we can wrestle whenever you're ready. As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
Ok.
I'm ready.
Ça compte, ça va. Ah, parce que bon, la dernière fois que j'ai battu un mec assez fort, je me suis fait glader. Je vais faire moi. Je commence à avoir la différence.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangret would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently grips like a vice. Word has it he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy.
Elle va très bien. Il doit être clair qu'elle doit Ah, ok, terminé. Ok, ok.
Hello. Damn it. Salutations.
How'd you do? What do you want?
I'm done. What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
I heard you calling for Audrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Audrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Audrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like plowing without a woman.
What is it, Witcher?
Who's this Audrin you're calling out for? A Kaedweni god of some sort?
Audrin, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Audrin. Nobody quite like that cunt.
Greetings!
What else am I...
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
Greetings!
How's service under
See...
Greetings! Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organizing knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kaedwen. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
I'm interested in the Rotfiend contract. Know anything about it?
The scum has so far destroyed 2 convoys of army provisions. Before we arrived, they'd only attacked the local cattle. Since the mist appeared, they've grown bolder and started hunting our patrols. The lads from the company have collected a kitty. Sort it all out and the coin is yours.
Still looking for coins.
What else am I to do? Tournament.
Audrin!
What do you want?
I collect old coins.
Here in the camp? Are you daft?
I heard there are some overseas coins floating around. Square with a fish on them or something.
Don't know nothing about that. Fuck off. What do you?
To talk. I just arrived.
What do you want to know?
Henselt has no sorceress at court.
Indeed, and he won't.
How do you know?
Wasn't for naught he burned that Sabrina whatever. Won't take on another after her. Death Mold would never agree to it anyway.
Strange custom. Death Mold has more to say than the king.
How should I know? Sabrina's dead, and that's that. Some mourn her. Most just couldn't give a goat's arse. What do you...
This place worth staying around?
The company's all right. All lads with balls as far as I know.
I've noticed that. And the rest?
What rest?
Nobles, Death Mold, the king.
Can't complain. The lords aren't too lofty. Death Mold keeps the peace, great mage that he is. And our king's the best. Long live King Henselt!
Yeah, long live.
What do you... What do you...
Think you can beat Eddern?
Can we ever?
It won't be easy. They say Saskia's gathered quite a force around Vergen.
What force? A band of short-asses, peasant rabble and a few elves. Don't forget, they'll be dealing with a regular army.
So what are you waiting for? Why aren't you at Vergen's gates?
The ploughing fogs cut us off from Eddern. Just yesterday, a company tried to get to the other side. Only 3 men returned. What do you...
I heard you calling it.
What up?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier, except he staggers a lot.
Comme tous les autres, ouais.
Audrin, where are you?
Why did you... George took...
What do you want?
What are the Nilfgaardian forces doing here?
I don't know. Their presence disgusts some, but I'm glad to see them here.
Why's that?
I'd rather they be with us than with Eddard. Witcher.
What you want?
Table est bonne. C'est pas ça à suivre.
I think I'm being followed.
Very likely.
Who is it and why?
Death Mold's men, they're everywhere. Word is they're onto some plot, but that's all I know.
I know you.
Aye. We met in Vizima. I was working for Salamandra and barely escaped your rat. Grown wiser since. Listen, I've a trinket. My last reminder of those days. Take it and hold no grudge against me.
I hold no grudge, and I'll gladly accept the trinket.
Take it. And good luck.
Vous allez quoi? Ouais, mais attends, il y a des trucs là. La fille du roi Foltest, maudite avant même sa naissance, va au monde en monstre mort-né. Une force se veut dire continue de grandir et sortir sa tombe. Mais ça, on connaît déjà. On connaît déjà ça. Le dragueur est une créature mystique issue des légendes anciennes impliquant héros et faits épiques. Si le héros doit descendre aux enfers pour retrouver sa bien-aimée ou s'il doit venger la mort de son père, il a souvent affaire à un dragueur. Je sais pas comment prononcer ça. Pourquoi les poètes aiment-ils tant faire de ce monstre l'ennemi par excellence? Eh bien, le dragueur est un spectre. Il s'accorde parfaitement avec les sombres histoires de malédiction ou de vengeance. On ne sait pas vraiment à quoi il ressemble, aussi les descriptions varient-elles sans pour autant risquer d'être taxées d'affabulation. En nous, c'est une créature puissante, un prince des damnés, donc le méchant par excellence. Voilà, reste.
Greetings.
What do you want?
This your first war?
Not a chance. We soldiers never want for work under Henselt.
Ah, bah, ok.
Hello, damn it. Salutations.
Where are you? Audrin, where are you?
C'est qu'ils sont
I'm done with this cursed place.
Tournaments. Now that's a...
Mines. And that fucking fog.
How's service under Henselt?
See,
Idiot.
As long as they pay us.
here, boy.
Have you heard? They've killed Demaveth.
Sarabella, c'est quoi ça? Ouais, bon.
Hush! That's allowed. Henselt can be touchy.
Ah,
Get this, keep quiet.
Non, voilà. Enfin, voilà.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Oh, tu saoules.
What is he?
See you.
Something's brewing.
Looking for something?
Je sais pas.
What do you want?
So? Godspeed.
Mais Audrine, ah bah je sais. Je l'ai trouvé, hein.
Say something, or did you just fart?
Leave me be, father.
Leave you be? Your life's at stake. Why, your mother would have my head if anything happens to you.
No! This is about my honor. And ply what mother does to you, I'll practice. I must prepare. Leave me be, Witcher. I must train. No time for idle chatter. Greetings.
Godspeed.
Good luck with.
Step closer. I'll put you in the field. Relics, artifacts, trinkets, and talismans. Hallowed and highly valuable.
Got anything interesting there?
Ash from the stake where Sabrina burned. Nails that fastened the wheel of death. Splinters from the wheel. I've also got some metal parts and some of the martyr's garments. Whatever your heart desires.
Pas du tout. Alors c'est pas du tout ce qu'il a. Vraiment c'est pas ça.
Relic.
No bras d'objets que vous vendez.
Do you believe in the power of your merchandise?
You mean the relics? Others believe in them, that's what counts. They'll believe in anything that gives them hope. Soldiers shit their pants and throw up in fear before going into battle. If kissing a rusty nail gives them courage, then in my book, it works.
Where did you get these things?
Trying to compete with me? It's too good a business to share with others.
I'm interested in objects that belong to the soldiers who perished in the battle 3 years ago. Not any old things. They have to be magically active. I know how to check.
That's not my speciality, Witcher. I deal in relics.
So long.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Non, ça.
Shall we roll him?
Le mec s'appelle comment? Fragile.
Care for a game.
Parler aux vétérans de la cantine du temps. Dans la cantine du temps.
Leave me be, Witcher. I must train. No time for idle chatter. Trouble.
Dans la cantine du temps. Dans la cantine. Dans la cantine.
What's a Witcher doing here? Surely they hired him to take care of the wraiths from the
Oh merde, j'ai
battlefield.
refait mon truc là.
I can understand the wraiths. Greetings.
C'est pas la cantine.
Here, boy. For coin,
Ah c'est là. Oh mais voilà.
Get a hold of yourself. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope.
Mind if I join you?
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
I prefer to drink in good company.
Doesn't ring true. You don't even know me.
That's true. But I know a good man when I see him. So?
Do what you will. Everyone does what they want. My son, for instance, has decided to die. He's decided to duel Lieutenant Avid, known as the Butcher of Cidaris. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
Lieutenant Avid. Who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
They're going to duel to the death?
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing is happening, and Hen said don't like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Not like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The killers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Cidaris, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out.
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what good's honour to a corpse?
What if I helped you?
What kind of question is that?
Could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there wouldn't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenaries' tent. You'll know him when you see him. Going to the slaughter like a pig for a feast.
Are you Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Pass off!
Arrête de jouer les braves, j'ai envie de t'aider, sauver ta langue.
I wouldn't play the hero if I were you.
You don't know me.
I spoke to your father.
Ha! I'll wager he told you the sad story of Sven, who needs to be rescued.
I'm no wandering knight, and you're no princess in distress. I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
I'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edern?
No, we'll fight as a pair against Latond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's petal.
Why do you wish to help me?
Moi c'est ton père, je peux gagner sur ça moyen.
Don't ask me to explain myself. Now wave that sword around some more. We both need you to practice.
Bit scared of going against the saint.
I'm looking for Letond Avet, the butcher of Cidaris.
What do you seek?
I'm looking for the coward. Heard he picks fights with youngsters who have yet to start shaving.
What did you say?
He's a coward and a poser. You know him?
I am him, and consider yourself dead, wanderer.
We'll meet in the arena.
Yes, in the arena. Hey, Lyson! You'll be my second. We shall duel in pairs.
See you.
The enemy have fed you
Allez, on y va.
propaganda.
Il faut vraiment qu'il peut combattre un sorceleur, bien sûr. Bien sûr.
And? Has he agreed?
Yes.
Je combats des monstres qui font 5 fois ma taille.
Unique among them. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Give me a minute.
Attends, c'est bon quand même. Je la mets. Option. Petite hirondelle. Un petit feu. Voilà. Ah, ok. On peut y aller.
Ready?
Let's go get him.
Most gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms, shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Avet, known also as the Cidaris, at whose side shall stand the honorable Kaedwen the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men. Begin!
Vas-y, derrière. Oula, 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 il est là, voilà. Attends. Sérieusement là? Oh merde, je suis en train de mourir là. Oups. Je reprends d'où là?
Most
Ah, quand même.
gracious king, noble
Oui, bla, bla,
lords,
bla, bla, bla.
men at arms. Shortly in the arena, you shall witness the famed Letond Avet, known all.
Un petit Irden. De ce côté, et là. Toi dans cette.
Petal Lisam. Opposing them are Sven of Somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men. Begin.
Oula oula oula. Mais attends, mais. Sérieusement? C'est pas une ça que je voulais? Mais vas-y, mais attends, je suis en train de faire n'importe quoi là. En argent, super. Attaque. Attaque. Oula oula oula. Vas-y, il était presque là. Il a un petit peu de vie. Oh, le con qui va faire là.
King, noble lords, men at
Bla bla
arms.
bla 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 bla, oui.
In the arena, you shall witness the famed Letond Avet, known also as the Butcher of Sidoris, at whose side shall stand the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lisam. Opposing them are Sven of Somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men. Begin.
Merde, faut que je fasse ça. Oh merde. Mais vas-y, mais à chaque fois il nous reste un tout petit peu de vie et je me fais buter comme ça. Putain.
Most gracious king,
oh, merde.
noble lords, men at arms. Shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Avet, known also as the Butcher of Sidoris, at whose side the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lisam. May the gods favor the better men. Begin.
Ok, tranquille. Oh mais vas-y, y'a l'autre qui vient m'attaquer là. Allez, dégage. C'était plus compliqué. C'est pas ça. Eh ben.
Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce...
Épée Kaedwenienne. Oh, elle est trop bien cette épée. Par contre, je peux pas l'améliorer. Pas l'améliorer. Ouais, c'est vrai que je peux pas l'améliorer. Ouais. Ouais. Non, ça vaut pas le coup. Oh, je suis pas bien là. Ouais. On va enlever un peu de tissu et de cuir. Hein. On va enlever une vingtaine. Et là, ouais, là pareil. On va enlever une vingtaine. J'en trouve partout de ça. Oh mais c'est une blague! Je viens de les récupérer! Putain. C'est où là?
Thank you. You salvaged my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight
Il
now.
aurait aucune chance. Hein.
The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty where the labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing will change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
Everything has its price.
What is it you wish?
Information on those who carry square coins.
Father!
Silence! Why do you need to know?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carr's brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. The madam will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
T'inquiète, je me suis dans le magic. Faut boucher les stats.
Witcher.
What?
The king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Edirn.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
What else am I doing?
Ouais, plus tard. Portez la pièce carrée au bordel et demandez si c'est la sécurité.
I Witcher? Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see two of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
Why don't you look for them yourself?
I've not gone daft yet. Droves of monsters prowl near this gully, and life's not grown tedious enough for me to just give it up.
They may never return.
Anything's possible. But I, for one, hope they just overdid it with the liquor and fell asleep in some bush.
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Voilà, tu me parles.
Not another fucking stone.
Si. Les brebis égarées. Ah, il y a des monstres par là-bas.
I want to stock up on provisions.
Seek and ye shall find, as the prophet Lebiona would say.
He was a shepherd, had experience in seeking and finding.
You know the good book? That's worthy of praise.
Any discount on account of that?
No.
Allez, salut. C'est dans mon coffre. Ah, c'est vrai que j'ai un coffre. C'est vrai que j'ai un coffre. J'avais totalement oublié. Bah tiens, l'épée kaedwenienne, je sais où elle va aller. Attends, mais la rondette, c'est une deuxième que j'ai? Ah non, pas du tout. Ah bah la rondette, elle va aussi dans le... J'ai pas envie de la perdre. La rondette, c'est pareil. Ça fait un petit peu place. On va prendre la son garde. Chasse sauvage. Non, j'ai pas eu le truc ça, cette chasse sauvage. Merde. Attends mais... Ah. Selon le nordique, la chasse sauvage de possession... Une possession plutôt une chevauchée de... Ah mais non, c'est déjà ça. C'est déjà ça. Ok.
Bravo.
Un truc intéressant. Bah, ça va, un truc intéressant.
Greetings.
Welcome an opportunity when it comes.
They say you run a traveling pawn shop. Heard you even have books.
No song, no supper.
Nobody mentioned you speak in proverbs.
A willful man must have his way.
Ah, you're doing this on a bet. How long do you have to go on like this?
Lost time is never again found.
What happens if you lose the bet?
Crows do not pick crows' eyes.
Good luck anyway.
Fortune is easily found, but hard to keep.
I wish you persistence then. Can I see your goods? I'm mainly interested in those books.
Better to ask the way than to go astray.
J'ai une coupe de cheveux alors que j'ai une capuche. Le cintrac, le cheval rasé sur les côtés. Ah mais non, enfin j'ai pas de... Une capuche donc ça ne sert à rien. Marchand bas. Schéma 1, comment tuer un bulvore? Créature de la terre. Ah les... Ah oh, mais vas-y, c'est quoi tout ça? Je vais être bien les livres mais... Bah écoute, si on a besoin de quelque chose, on prendra. Mais là pour l'instant,
We should have our sea. They can interest.
Greetings. Pretty please.
Got a paper looking too.
I see you
Oh,
finally
just
decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You've mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
You worry me.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone. Because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Letho is responsible for 2 regicides. I want to know why he did it. Or rather, for whom.
Is that so important?
Witchers don't step into political quicksand for no reason. I don't like the principles that govern the world, but so far nobody's come up with anything better. Murdering kings solves nothing. Quite the contrary.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevisic?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
Merde. F batterie? Ah, c'est vrai que je la charge pas du tout. Attendez, ah c'est vrai que ça fait combien de temps là? Ça fait Ah, j'ai pas de batterie. Oh mince. Ok. Faut que je connecte ma manette. 2 secondes. Je pense qu'aujourd'hui je vais pas stream très longtemps. Je suis fatigué, mes voisins vont pas laisser dormir. Du coup, je pense que je vais pas stream très longtemps. Genre là, je pense qu'on va juste explorer un petit peu finir d'explorer un petit peu le camp. Je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là. C'est vraiment juste histoire de jouer un peu.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Ah. On lance le jeu? On va se connecter là.
Are there trolls here?
Ouais, j'ai l'impression qu'il faut que je relance. Attends, sauvegarder. On va relancer. En vrai, j'étais même pas sûr de stream aujourd'hui, c'est juste que bah j'avais un peu envie de continuer Witcher, donc du coup je stream quand même. Mais ouais, non, là ça va être assez léger, hein, je pense. Hein. Je pense que là, ouais. Encore un peu, mais. C'est vraiment juste histoire de continuer un petit peu le camp et tout là. On relance OBS. C'est chiant que je dois faire ça à chaque fois. Ok, c'est bon. Alors.
Are you Leva?
If you've got a growth of some sort and you're here for the salve, get in line.
Nothing of the sort this time. You were here during Henselt's previous expedition.
What of it?
I have some questions.
Be quick. Half of Henselt's nobility's waiting for this salve. They've all started pissing blood out of longing for the spouses they left at home.
Did many soldiers survive the battle 3 years ago?
But a handful. The rest were just vaporized. Those who could walk dragged those who couldn't. All the survivors were horribly burned.
I'm interested in that tower.
It's the remnant of a manor sacked long ago. They call it the Tower of Debauchery, since Madame Carol made camp at its foot.
The ravines around the camp, they don't look like they were shaped by nature.
They're proof of the great power sorceresses can summon. Sabrina's fireballs scarred the ground for many miles around the battlefield. 3 years back, it was the home of Malgat, a healer, and his family. While he helped us tend the wounded, someone murdered his children. Malgat couldn't come to terms with the tragedy and threw himself into the river. The children were buried behind the house. Their graves should still be there.
I'll let you get back to treating all those brave fighting men.
Diddle yourself, pauper.
Well, well, a witcher. Girls, prim yourselves.
How can I help you, handsome?
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you choose one. We all have our principles.
No.
Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
Oh, comment s'appelait l'autre? C'est la même chose. Myriam Gronil. Plus bête. C'est des choses. C'était Suzy.
I've heard good things about Whistling Wendy.
At your service. My prettiest girl, 'tis true. Fool soldiers gave her that stupid nickname. Tidy yourself, Wendy. Witcher on the way. Come on in.
What do you desire, my hero?
Je souhaite qu'il ouvre les portes du paradis.
I want your smile to part the gates of paradise.
Come with me.
Ah. Sauvegarde.
Vincent Trott, you're a little elusive.
Here alone? Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Selkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
I didn't know you had Selkirk's armor. I guess that changes things.
If you think we're willing to let you go, or that you can escape through magic trickery of some sort.
Relax. I'm not going anywhere. Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, the plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it?
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant. Die.
Spy! Kill him!
dégage. Vas-y. Oh merde, merde. C'est pas les que je voulais dire. Attends, super armure là. Viens là. Putain, sérieux, j'étais presque là. C'était presque. Mais attends, parce que du coup maintenant... Maintenant que je sais qu'ils sont là... Voilà déjà, et ensuite... Et ensuite... C'est la même chose en fait. Ouais.
Vincent will. I did. Relax. Give me the. You don't. And then. And all. Doesn't.
Spy! Kill him!
Ah vas-y, sérieux. C'est vous là. Ça va mort? Vraiment? Bien. Allez, crève! Ok. Viens par là. Oh, merde. C'est... Vas-y, mais il est passé n'importe où là. C'est quoi ça? par là. Yes. Oh vas-y dégage là, sérieux. Merde, c'est pas celui-là. Ah vas-y. Eh ben. Tuer le corps de Visa. Allez, laisse. C'est terminé la symbole du courage. Le symbole du courage. Dégueu comme ça tout à l'heure. C'est pour monter ça. Ah mais attends. Il gueule comme ça là. Il faut une clé. Du coup j'ai eu l'armure non? J'ai des épées kaedweniennes, c'est d'accord. Armée de Seltkirk. Le 6. Ah, ah non, plus 14. Ah oh. En plus je peux améliorer à 2. Ah là ça commence à devenir intéressant là. Là ça commence à devenir intéressant. Ah bah oui, là j'ai pas le choix là. Là il faut que je le mette. Évidemment. Désolé la veste des stries bleus là, mais là. Ah ouais, j'ai pas le choix là. Et on va l'améliorer évidemment. Enfin, évidemment. En vrai, non, pas forcément encore en fait. J'ai hâte. Ah, j'ai pas fini de parler à elle.
Well, how?
I wanted to talk.
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much as a good plough.
Sounds all right.
Ask away then. What would you like to talk about?
Heard of the Virgin of Aedirn?
Hasn't everyone?
Any thoughts?
Oh yes. A maturing woman like that never been ploughed? Her head's bound to be muddled. We'll have peace when she drops her sword to grab a nice healthy prick instead.
D'accord.
Well, now.
Ah ouais, c'est pour ça. Super. Attends.
We've got, but you'll.
I've got the Orans.
Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
Oups. Tana, Myriam, Groloche. Allez, vas-y, celle-là. Elle proposait quand même une bonne somme. Ah vas-y, y'a pas moyen de... Autant quand même. On va dire 100. Option ici. Est-ce que j'enlève ou pas? Attendez. Oh bah... Ah, j'ai bien fait d'enlever. Je m'en doutais. Voilà, c'est tout. Ah, c'était rapide.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Attends, avant de parler à jet ski. Mais là, je gagne pas des cartes cette fois. Je m'en fous. Voilà, je gagne des cartes.
Greetings, Geralt.
Oh, ben là.
Greetings, Vess. What news from the Blue Stripes?
They're keeping their eyes open, as always.
Henselt thinks he'll take Vergen easily.
A regular army will always win against a popular uprising. I know this, Henselt knows it. I don't understand why Saskia doesn't.
Maybe she'd rather die than surrender. Or she has a surprise in store for Henselt.
Possibly. Henselt keeps the precise plans of his campaign a secret.
Désolé.
Why haven't you set up in the Kaedwen camp? Information becomes more available the closer you get to the source.
Henselt doesn't trust us, and I don't blame him. If not for this damn fog, we'd have moved even further south.
We've lost the assassin's trail.
The trail led us here. If it goes no further, the assassins must be in the vicinity. I see two possibilities. Either Henselt hired them, or he's their next target.
We'll find out soon enough. Could Henselt himself be behind the assassinations?
Oh, mais c'est bon, je peux capuche maintenant.
Consider the Pontar Valley. Temeria, Kaedwen, and Kaedwen have been disputing it for generations. Only now, Temeria and Kaedwen are kingless.
True. Henselt might profit from the deaths of Foltest and Demavend, but covert assassinations aren't his style.
I suppose you're right. The Kaedweni king seems to love a good war. Just take a look around. Perhaps that's his ruse. When the cheese goes missing from the larder, no one thinks of blaming the cat.
Donc oui, en fait, Kaedwen c'est juste un autre royaume en fait. Comme
Greetings, Geralt,
Kaedwen
in these
ou
humble
Kaedwen.
foreign walls.
Greetings.
My heart rejoiced to see that dear old noggin of yours emerge from a sea of unknown faces.
I see you prefer the company of Vernon and his men.
The soldiery in Henselt's camp looks at me like I'm a lump of rotten meat.
You think they suspect you of being a spy?
Who the fuck knows what's in their bloody heads? You know what? I regret I'm not a spy. I feel like the last bloody cunt here. Somewhere nearby, my brethren are sharpening their axes, just waiting for the fog to dissipate so they can blunt them on some Kaedweni necks.
You've been around. Heard anything about the Kingslayer?
Just that Henselt is shitting himself for fear that his head is about to be separated from his shoulders. For me, the assassin's hiding out in the ravines, an ideal place for his kind. Anyway, I've been wondering, why the fuck do you care so much about this cunt that you're so ready to stick your neck out to find him?
Un peu les trucs qu'on est passé, juste après tu vas.
Letho is guilty of 2 regicides. I want to know, or rather,
what's the difference?
A witcher doesn't step into political...
Every king has so much shite under his collar that taking a knife to his throat is always justified.
I don't care for the precepts that govern the world, but I've yet to find killing kings solved.
What will you do when you find him?
Ça va être la même chose. Voilà.
All rested after the boat trip?
Don't remind me of that. My stomach churns at the very thought.
You could have traveled here on foot.
If I'd known it before days of rocking, I would have. And if they told me I'd be eating dried and salted cod 3 times a day, I'd have clobbered myself with my own hammer before boarding that boat.
You're spending all your time in Roach's camp. Have you two become chums?
Chums? That's a bit rich. But he doesn't piss me off as much as he used to. Either he's changed or I've grown accustomed.
Maybe both.
Maybe. Besides, the camp has loads of other attractions. His men cheat me at cards, and there's a tit or two to hang the gaze upon.
If that's what you're after, there's a regular whorehouse in Henselt's camp.
How can you compare a whore's tits to Vess's? I could buy myself the others, but hers are just to be admired.
He does what? Puts a pig's eye.
How are you? Hello. Damn
Greetings. Salutations.
Fen, keep dropping your guard like that and they'll beat your kisser to a pulp. Who do we have here?
Someone who's worried about your close
Ah non, j'ai
combat
oublié de remettre
skills.
la commande.
We practice a few hours every day.
And here I thought practice makes perfect.
Really? Care to show us your skill then? White-haired one.
Why not? Who's willing?
I'll try. See if you're as strong in your arms as you are in your gob.
Allez.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Close the
J'ai
distance.
écouté le jeu donc ça va. Désolé, c'était facile. Oh là.
Close the distance.
Got a feeling Fen won't remember much of that fight. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Take me on. I fancy learning a few witcher's tricks.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught.
Make some room!
Keep your guard up. That's more like it.
Enfin, il y a deux touches, attention.
That's more like it.
Ha! He's still young. He'll learn. With a few more surprises up our sleeve.
Why not?
Run out of monsters to slay? Why are you fighting my men?
Just checking to see if you've taught them well.
And?
I'm amazed they're still standing.
You lackeys. Letting yourselves get thrown around like hay bales. Maybe you want to give me a try.
Show me what you got, my striped friend.
Incroyable pouvoir combattre dans ce salaire là. Allez, dégage.
You win. Feels like I've been kicked by a mare.
Pleasure getting a few slugs in the mug from you, Witcher. We're always eager to learn. You deserve a prize.
I don't need a reward.
It's no reward, just a sign of gratitude. We drag our asses round the world and collect all sorts of scrap metal. Take something. May it serve you well. See you soon.
Not so fast, Witcher. You'll take me on now. You snitch.
So be it.
C'est terminé contre le strip. Je sais pas ce qu'il veut lui, mais honnêtement, il a aucune chance. Hein. Il m'a vu combattre et il pense encore avoir une chance. Je comprends pas. Comment je l'éclate.
What the bloody hell's all this about?
We're just practicing.
Want practice? I'll have you cleaning the canteen with your bare arses. How's that for practice? Back to the camp!
Aye, sir. That doesn't end this. Stop looking for square coins. You've little to gain, and you just might lose your head over it.
So long.
Voilà.
A possible disaster. Tried to draft entire villages in
du coup c'est bon là par ici.
Hello.
Bon, nage jusqu'au bateau de roche. Ah non.
They almost broke our ranks. Their sons dropped their pikes and ran to the archers' corpses.
Did they start looting?
Listen.
Here to spy on us.
Who would I be spying for?
For Henselt. For Death Mold. I heard they hired you.
It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry, observing Vernon Roach isn't one of them.
In that case, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I was wondering what you're actually doing here, Vernon.
The Blue Stripes never want for work, especially in a hotbed like this.
You're not about to tell me, are you? And here I thought we had something special.
I've got my finger on the pulse, and I've not forgotten what I came here for, Geralt.
Foltest's assassin.
Precisely. He's holed up like a rat, and he'll meet a rat's end.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres?
Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Kaedwen.
Saskia's an exceptional woman.
But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know?
Just a hunch, and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary.
You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle.
You're forgetting one thing. Kaedwen's just fighting for a better life. Kaedwen's fighting for life itself.
Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern. And I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing.
Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Kaedwen? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west?
It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kaedweni spy.
He won't. Don't you worry now.
Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies.
That spy we caught at Laredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Did he spill anything interesting?
He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective. Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil.
Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts.
That rat Laredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
You miss your old friend, Yorvith?
If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
What news of good old Flotsam?
Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Laredo's treachery, a Kaedweni garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore.
I tell you, each shot meant a dead man.
Ah, those were the serfs from Bywood.
Better to ask.
Le cheval de cheval basse. On va cheval à Madelphique lâché. Une latte de lin s'il vous plaît, mettre à l'arrière de la tête. Je pense que le coup de marin m'irait bien, que de cheval. Une coupe de cheval rasé sur les côtés, vas-y, on fait. Oh, oh. Vas-y. Pas mal.
What's so strange
Ah,
about
vas-y.
that?
Pas mal.
Other lands have
J'aime bien.
slizzards, drowners, we have trolls.
Vas-y, c'est pas mal. Bon. On va laisser vraiment sur son cours, ça c'est bien, ok. Mais du coup c'est bon, on a plein de quêtes là. On a plein de quêtes là. Tous comme des cochons et de l'argent de leur compère disparu. Garde des aider, espérant pouvoir livrer. De même une mine d'informations sur le complot contre ça. Comme ça d'accord, mais. Oups. Là du coup c'est bon, on a fait le tour, un peu le tour du village. Enfin pas du village mais du truc là, du camp. Voilà, bon. Je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là. Attendez.
Not another fucking stone.
Parce que là, théorie du complot. Ah non, il fallait parler à Jeski. Bon, on va parler à Jeski. On verra. On va juste terminer cette quête. Parce qu'on va pas trop s'arrêter. C'était un petit live aujourd'hui, mais bon. J'ai pas envie de... Pas que le jeu est pas intéressant, hein, parce que c'est aussi intéressant. Mais... bon. Ouais,
I found a letter addressed to the people of Kaedwen.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only Witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
C'est quoi la lettre? Conflit contre Henselt. Mais Henselt courtise l'émissaire impérial contre un bourgeois, comme un bourgeois à la bourse pleine courtiserait une vulgaire catin dans un bordel miteux. Gardez bien à l'esprit que courtise la catin qui veut. Elle fait ce qu'elle veut de son fessier, quant à son fessier à lui, il nous appartient à tous et porte le nom de Kaedwen. Sommes-nous censés laisser un Nilfgaardien s'emparer ainsi de notre contrée? Comme dit notre ami sorceleur, si c'est ainsi que le monde doit être sauvé, peut-être vaut-il mieux le laisser agoniser. Je vois. Par là d'être molle. En tout cas, on va faire cette quête. Alors, au moins voilà, juste histoire de terminer. Moi, je sais, c'est là, c'est la quête principale donc. Bah là, j'ai pas l'impression qu'on ait vraiment d'autres questions secondaires.
You'll meet your match.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Any reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
Wow.
I could use the gold.
How many were there?
Vincent and 5 others.
You killed 6 men. You and your kind should be isolated.
The reward
is yours. Here.
Pas mal. J'avais quasiment rien et je suis à 456. Je vais me donner des trucs pas mal. Et c'est vraiment suivre l'ordre quoi. Voilà. Donc là maintenant, on est au moment où juste bah faut attendre. Des autres problèmes, donc de nouveaux indices. Voilà. Et donc là on a quand même beaucoup de quêtes là, déjà. Après, est-ce qu'il y a des quêtes genre que je peux finir tout de suite? J'ai la quête de la vérité de la bière. Ah! Je peux plus la faire? Ah pourquoi? Mince. Décide de les aider en espérant pouvoir tirer de même une mise Ah bah ouais! Bah oui parce que j'ai déjà trouvé les infos. Ça me sert plus à rien en fait. Oui c'est vrai, non c'est vrai. Bah ouais. Bah tant pis hein. Bah tant pis pour redire. Rendez-vous à la maison sur la falaise ou au cimetière. C'est où? C'est méga loin. Non bah non. Et c'est symbole de secret des 1. Je fasse quoi là? C'est les éléments sur leur cours, pour ça je peux pas faire. Ok. Avec Henselt. Ah oui c'est l'arène, bon non. Ça comptera la théorie du complot. Ça c'est faut laisser le temps couler. Le sorceleur permet de rester vigilant et de chercher. Dans la région, la potentielle disparue. Les brebis égarées. Je peux rien faire là. La mission du sang, c'est pour la reconstituer à l'aide d'un objet directement appliqué dans l'événement. Et c'est de l'exécution de Sabrina Dedisig. C'est où? C'est méga loin aussi. Oh méga loin, c'est pas super loin mais en vrai... Enfin maintenant, flemme. Oui, la bannière brune et l'épée de Vandergrift. Faites à la bataille. Mais il faut y aller. À la bataille. Bref, ok, bon. Je pense que la prochaine fois on fera ça, d'accord. La meilleure solution. C'était un peu court ce live. Et je pense qu'on va s'arrêter. Ok, en vrai. Non, on va s'arrêter là. Tant pis, je continue à d'abord. Mais là, vraiment, je sais pas. Fatigué. En espérant que mes voisins me laissent dormir demain. Aujourd'hui, hein, c'est horrible. Donc la perceuse là. Bref. On est sur ce lot. Un petit lait pour aujourd'hui. J'essaie de manger des bonbons en live. Hein. Je vous le disais. Tout, je le disais. Bon voilà, bah petit live. Ça nous a permis un peu de fouiller le camp de Kaedwen. Bon. On ira un peu plus fouiller tout le reste demain. Là aujourd'hui on va s'arrêter là. Donc sur ce, je vous souhaite à tous une bonne nuit. Merci d'avoir regardé ce live. Ce court live malheureusement. Donc sur ce, wow, oula. N'oubliez pas de follow la chaîne, d'activer la cloche, c'est très important pour ne rater aucun futur live. Et moi je vous dis à bientôt.